How did China rise to be an economic powerhouse? Today we delve into the dragon's ascent to economic dominance. The story of China's economic rise starts in the late 20th century. The country was in the grip of a centrally planned economy, but that all changed under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping. Deng kick-started a series of economic reforms that transformed the nation's approach to economic management. China shifted gears from a centrally planned economy to a market-oriented one, a move that ignited significant growth. It was a change of monumental proportions, one that would shape China's economic trajectory for decades to come. Deng's reforms also included opening up to foreign investment. This was a crucial step, as it allowed for the influx of capital and technology that China needed to modernize its industries. The focus shifted towards export-led growth, turning China into the world's factory and driving its economic ascent. Then in 2001, China joined the World Trade Organization, further accelerating its integration into the global economy. This move opened up new markets for Chinese products and brought in additional foreign investment. The early 21st century saw China continue its economic ascent. The country maintained high growth rates, embarked on massive infrastructure development, and made significant advancements in technology. Education and innovation became key priorities, fostering a skilled workforce and nurturing a dynamic tech sector. Chinese multinational corporations began to rise, especially in industries like telecommunications and e-commerce. These corporations played a crucial role in globalizing China's economic influence, pushing it to the forefront of the global stage. In 2013, China launched the Belt and Road Initiative, extending its economic reach through infrastructure projects and trade partnerships across Asia, Europe, and Africa. This initiative, coupled with a shift towards a consumer-driven economy and the expansion of the middle class, contributed to China's domestic economic resilience. By the 2010s, China had surpassed Japan as the world's second-largest economy. Its impact on global markets, trade, and technology became increasingly significant. Despite challenges such as debt accumulation and geopolitical tensions, China's economic trajectory remains a defining feature of the contemporary global economic landscape. Thus began China's relentless march towards becoming an economic superpower. China's integration into the world economy was a game changer. The turning point came with its accession to the World Trade Organization in 2001. This was a significant milestone that marked China's formal entry into the global economy, signaling its commitment to free trade and market reforms. Following this, China's economic growth accelerated at an unprecedented rate. The country transformed into a manufacturing hub, attracting foreign investment and experiencing rapid industrialization. China's ability to produce goods efficiently and at scale, combined with competitive manufacturing costs, made it an attractive destination for businesses worldwide. China's economic strategy was primarily export-led. This meant it focused on manufacturing goods for export rather than for domestic consumption. From electronics to clothing, Chinese-made products began to fill shelves across the globe. The country's impressive manufacturing capabilities, coupled with a large labor force, underpinned its fast-paced growth. But China didn't just stop at manufacturing. It also began to invest heavily in infrastructure, modernizing its industries and improving its logistics capabilities. This facilitated the efficient transportation of goods, further strengthening China's position as a global manufacturing powerhouse. China's integration into the world economy also brought significant changes domestically. The influx of foreign investment created jobs and spurred technological advancement. It also led to a rise in living standards, lifting millions out of poverty and fostering the growth of a robust middle class. However, this economic transformation wasn't without challenges. China had to navigate the complexities of international trade rules, manage the impact of foreign competition on its domestic industries, and deal with the environmental consequences of rapid industrialization. Yet these challenges didn't deter China's economic ascent. In essence, China's entry into the World Trade Organization laid the foundation for its integration into the global economy. It opened the doors to foreign investment, spurred economic growth, and transformed China into a manufacturing hub. The country's remarkable economic journey reshaped the global economic landscape, making it an indispensable player in the world market. The world was now China's marketplace. China's economic ascent was marked by sustained high growth rates and massive infrastructure development. The early 21st century was an era of transformation, as China's focus shifted to fostering a culture of innovation and education. The country understood that to maintain its impressive growth, it needed to invest not just in infrastructure, but also in its most valuable resource, its people. Education became a national priority, with an emphasis on cultivating a skilled workforce capable of driving the economy forward. Universities and vocational schools blossomed across the country, churning out graduates equipped with the skills needed to thrive in a rapidly modernizing economy. But the Chinese government didn't stop at education. Recognizing the value of innovation, they invested heavily in research and development. This focus on innovation spurred the rise of dynamic tech sectors, birthing Chinese multinational corporations that are now household names across the globe. Companies like Huawei, Alibaba, and Tencent emerged, revolutionizing industries from telecommunications to e-commerce and demonstrating the potential of the Chinese market. These corporations not only boosted China's economic growth, but also globalized its economic influence, making the country a key player on the world stage. The rise of these corporations was no accident. It was the result of strategic government policies that aimed to foster high-tech industries and encourage entrepreneurship. These policies attracted foreign investment, provided incentives for innovation, and created an environment conducive to business growth. But it wasn't just about creating big businesses. China also understood the importance of nurturing small and medium enterprises, recognizing their role in job creation and economic diversification. As the Chinese economy grew, so did the middle class. This led to a shift towards a consumer-driven economy, with domestic consumption becoming a key pillar of economic growth. The expansion of the middle class also contributed to domestic economic resilience, buffering the economy against external shocks. China was not just growing, it was evolving. It was transforming from a manufacturing powerhouse into a global leader in technology and innovation. And this transformation continues to shape the global economic landscape. China's economic reach extended even further with the Belt and Road Initiative. This ambitious plan, launched in 2013, sought to connect Asia, Europe, and Africa through a network of land and maritime routes. The initiative, reminiscent of the ancient Silk Road, was not just about roads, railways, and ports, but also about fostering economic cooperation and trade partnerships. The Belt and Road Initiative, often referred to as the BRI, was seen as a game changer. Its primary aim was to invest in infrastructure projects across the participating countries, thereby creating a seamless trade route. This was not only about moving goods, but also about the exchange of ideas, culture, and technology. But the BRI was not just about building infrastructure, it was also about building relationships. Through the BRI, China sought to foster trade partnerships with nations across the continents. These partnerships were meant to be mutually beneficial, with the participating countries gaining access to much-needed infrastructure, and China securing its position as a global economic leader. The scale of the BRI was truly unprecedented. It covered over 60 countries, accounting for almost two-thirds of the world's population. It was estimated that the total cost of the projects under the BRI could run into trillions of dollars, making it one of the most expensive development initiatives in history. The BRI was not without its criticisms and controversies. Critics argued that it was a way for China to exert its influence and control over other nations, often those with weaker economies. Concerns were also raised about the environmental impact of the projects and the risk of participating countries falling into a debt trap. Despite these challenges, the Belt and Road Initiative marked a significant step in China's economic journey. It was a clear signal of China's ambitions on the global stage and its commitment to fostering economic cooperation and development. As the initiative continues to unfold, its impact on the global economy and geopolitics will be keenly watched. In conclusion, through the Belt and Road Initiative, China was not just building roads and ports, but was also building a new world order. It was a testament to China's economic prowess and its ability to transform the global economic landscape. China's influence was becoming a global phenomenon. China's role as the world's factory was crucial in its economic rise. It's hard to overstate the significance of this title. China's ability to manufacture products on a grand scale, coupled with its competitive manufacturing costs, turned it into an irresistible magnet for businesses across the globe. But it wasn't an overnight transformation. The journey to becoming the world's factory was a result of deliberate government policies, a massive labor force, and the drive to modernize industries. The shift started with labor-intensive industries like textiles and clothing, before moving to more capital-intensive sectors such as electronics and automobiles. This strategic, step-by-step industrial progression allowed China to build its manufacturing capabilities and climb up the global value chain. In addition to scale, China's manufacturing prowess also lies in its speed and flexibility. It's not just about churning out large volumes of products, but doing it quickly and efficiently. This agility, combined with an ability to adapt to changing market demands, placed China at the heart of global supply chains. However, the world's factory isn't just about low-cost mass production anymore. China has been steadily moving towards high-value manufacturing. The government's Made in China 2025 Inches initiative is a testament to this, with its focus on advanced industries such as artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and electric vehicles. China's rise as the world's factory also led to an influx of foreign investment. With its strong infrastructure, large domestic market, and strategic location, China became an attractive destination for multinational corporations. This foreign investment not only fueled China's economic growth, but also facilitated technology transfer and skill development. Despite these successes, China's role as the world's factory is not without its challenges. From rising labor costs to environmental concerns, there are issues that need addressing. Yet the country's ability to adapt and innovate gives it a solid foundation to tackle these challenges. To sum up, China's journey to becoming the world's factory is a story of strategic planning, massive scale, and incredible adaptability. It's a story that has reshaped global trade and industry. China cemented its position as a cornerstone of global supply chains, and it is this position that continues to shape China's economic narrative. Centralized control has been both a strength and a challenge for China's economy. This control has allowed China to implement long-term economic plans with a level of continuity and stability that is often unachievable in countries with more volatile political climates. This strategic direction has been instrumental in China's meteoric rise as an economic powerhouse, from the focused development of industries to the calculated fostering of innovation. However, the same centralized control has also raised some significant concerns. Intellectual property theft has been a major issue, with allegations of Chinese companies infringing upon foreign patents and copyrights. This has caused friction with trade partners and has led to calls for stronger enforcement of intellectual property rights within China. Lack of transparency is another challenge. The Chinese government's tight control over information and decision-making processes can make it difficult for foreign businesses and investors to navigate the market. This opacity can lead to uncertainty, which can in turn discourage foreign investment and hinder economic cooperation. Market access restrictions also pose a challenge. Despite its integration into the global economy, China still maintains certain barriers that limit foreign businesses' ability to compete in the Chinese market. These barriers can take many forms, from strict regulatory requirements to restrictions on foreign ownership in certain sectors. This protectionist stance can stifle competition, and it has been a point of contention in trade negotiations with other countries. These challenges underscore a fundamental tension in China's economic model. On one hand, centralized control has enabled the country to pursue ambitious economic goals with remarkable success. On the other hand, this control has also led to practices that have strained China's relations with the global community and could potentially limit its future growth. As we reflect on China's economic journey, we must remember that every rise to power comes with its own unique set of challenges. With great power comes great responsibility, and China's economic power was no exception. The country's ability to address these challenges will be crucial in determining the direction of its economic trajectory in the years to come. Despite its economic success, China faces several challenges. First and foremost, let's consider the demographic challenges. China is grappling with an aging population and a declining birth rate. This shift in demographics has far-reaching implications. With fewer young people entering the workforce, the burden on social services and pension systems increases. This could strain the country's resources and potentially slow down its economic growth. Next, we turn to environmental issues. China's rapid industrialization and urbanization have had a significant impact on the environment. Pollution levels have skyrocketed, and natural resources are being depleted at an alarming rate. The environmental cost of this breakneck growth has become a pressing issue. The country's leadership is now faced with the task of balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability. This is no easy feat, given the country's size and the scale of its industrial activities. Finally, let's discuss debt levels. Over the years, China has seen a surge in debt, both at the governmental and corporate levels. This debt accumulation is a potential ticking time bomb. If not managed effectively, it could lead to financial instability and potentially trigger an economic crisis. These challenges are substantial and complex. They require strategic planning, effective policy making, and sustained efforts to address. The Chinese government's ability to navigate these trials will be critical in determining the country's economic trajectory in the coming years. China's economic rise has been nothing short of remarkable. From reforming its economy to embracing globalization, from becoming a manufacturing hub to launching ambitious initiatives like the Belt and Road, China's journey to economic superpower status has been a masterclass in strategic planning and execution. But as the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. China now finds itself at a crossroads. It must address these challenges while maintaining its economic momentum. The path is fraught with trials, but if history is any indicator, we can expect China to face these challenges head-on. The dragon may have ascended, but the journey ahead is filled with trials. China's rise to economic dominance is a tale of strategic planning, relentless effort, and adaptability. The country evolved from a centrally planned economy to a global market leader, driven by bold reforms, foreign investment, and export-led growth. China's integration into the World Trade Organization in 2001 marked a key milestone in its economic evolution. The nation's growth story continued through the 21st century, with remarkable strides in infrastructure, technology, and education, and the rise of formidable multinational corporations. The Belt and Road Initiative extended China's reach, while the shift to a consumer-driven economy bolstered domestic resilience. Despite its impressive growth, China grapples with challenges like an aging population, environmental concerns, and high debt levels. Its centralized control, while enabling long-term planning, also raises issues around transparency and market access. The story of China's economic rise is far from over. As the dragon continues to soar, the world watches with bated breath.